Nice little double click. And then you just let them fall. Let them fall. Cargo everywhere. What up guys, Astro Manny here, back at it again with another video. And today we're going to be just loading up the Raft and doing more of the resource drive for you guys. And having fun while doing it, and doing it in a really fun, fast faction to give you guys a little bit of a showcase on how well and how cool you can do things to kind of spice up the life of the cargo, whatnot, and enjoy your Raft time, right? Best meta ship in the game. Best combo ship, combat ship, Raft. Best mining ship, Raft. Best salvage ship, Raft. Doesn't matter. All right. If you like that sort of thing, you know what to do. Smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also hit the notification bell so you know when we go live or when new videos get dropped. Come stop by the stream anytime you want. Come stop by Twitch and say hi, because we're both on Twitch and YouTube. And you can hit that join button down below to become a member. Appreciate you guys. Let's load some cargo and have some fun. All right. So here we are with our Raft, and we already have the cargo up and the mission called, right? We're doing the big mission, the heavy shipment, and the reason why we already have it loaded up and whatnot is just make sure that I had a working freight elevator for you guys and the mission working and all that stuff. It's gonna be a real simple video, nothing super fancy like, oh Manny, that's genius. No, but it's a nice cargo gameplay video, so I hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna showcase just loading the Raft up with the Atlas, and this is solo Raft loading. I think the Raft is more fun to do with two people and faster with two people, but then of course you're splitting the rewards. But you can play a little game of Tetris if you have your Atlas and your Raft and all that whatnot. I don't bring an Atlas with me on the Raft. I just use all the Atlases that have been left behind by other people the whole time. I never bring my own Atlas with me. If anything, I will just call a new Atlas up if there is not one, or I'll just load it by hand if I am loading it. But unloading it, you can always use your own Atlas in your own hangar, and I'll show you that when we get to that part as well. If you run Tobii Eye Tracker, right, you don't see it on right now because when you're using the Atlas, you have to turn the Tobii Eye Tracker off to make this plan work, because you're going to be using free look. And if you have Tobii Eye Tracker on, or head tracking, or whatever it is that you use, it won't work with free look. So you toggle that on and off by using a key binding, or if you don't have it or whatever the case is, then you're good to go. And then all you're doing is moving cargo while holding the Z button for free look. So you hold Z and then you can just stand here and move cargo. See this? I'm holding Z and now the Atlas does not move, and I just grab cargo and I put it on. Let's make sure that's the very last piece. Always build the last row first when you're loading your cargo. Let's see if we can. Yep, we're a little bit in a not advantageous position, but it should work just fine. And you just go boop, and then you do that, and then you do that, and then you do that, and you do that. Getting this last piece in is always a little difficult. Once you get it in, the rest of the way is smooth. You might have to readjust the way your Atlas is, but as you see, just a couple little pieces there, and you do that. If you're trying to move your piece further back, you can use the mouse wheel. So if you see, if I'm like this, looking at this, I can use the mouse wheel to move the pieces around, or use all different kind of ways of doing it. With a little bit of practice, you'll get it. As you can see, I need to move up a little bit so I can see this last little piece here. And so use the mouse wheel, I pushed it forward, right? But then it just becomes a fun little game of grabbing your pieces and putting them on. Bloop, 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 just like that. Grabbing your box, bloop, bloop, bloop. And then for this, again, this last piece, you just do a little pop off, pop back on, pop off, pop back on, pop off, pop back on. I need to be in a better position, to be honest. But it's okay. Pop off, pop back on. So that one can be a little bit tricky, but other than that, everything is Gucci. And then once you get the first layer done, then it becomes extremely easy to do the second layer, right? Fun little game of Tetris. I should have brought more cargo up. You should do this in 2 loads. I'm going to do this in 3 loads. Normally you do it in 2 loads. So you would split, you know, so like look, when we're looking at the screen here, you have your 18 stack and then you have your 9 stack. You should split this by 5. And then you'll have a split of 5 and 4 and you can do it in 2 loads. I did not do that, but it just happened to go that way because I was testing things. But you should split it into 2 loads just like that to be most efficient so that you're not calling up the elevator 3 times. But that's just what happened here. But the point still is the same. You have fun with your Atlas, you put it in. Now, mind you guys, doing the Atlas, loading with the Atlas as comparing to loading with the max lift is a very small difference in my opinion. It's not going to make a huge difference to use the Atlas over using the max lift for loading the Raft, but I promise you unloading the Raft, it's going to be 1,000 times faster to unload the Raft with the Atlas, and we'll showcase that in the later part of the video. And now that we've made the full first row, making the second row is cake. Like doing the rest of this, it just all snaps perfectly every time. As you can see, you should have 0 issues with loading the rows now because there's no railing in the way. And now basically you can do it in any way you want and just go fast Tetris little fun blocks. If you're not doing it this way, it's perfectly fine. But as you can see, it's kind of fun, right? Like you're just using your mouse and putting things where you want it to go, and it all just goes super smoothly. And you're not scrolling your mouse wheel every 5 seconds, right? That's the big thing about the other way of doing it, is you're constantly scrolling your mouse wheel. In this kind of way, you are not doing that. You're just pressing left click, moving your mouse to the side, all that kind of stuff. And it's a little bit more fun, I think, adding a little kind of Tetris looking kind of thing to it. Yes, you're still doing Tetris with your max lift, but this is more like actual, like, where's the block gonna land? Boom, there you go. Either way, again, I should have done it in just 2 loads, but I was checking if the freight elevator was working and I forgot to fix it after I found out that the freight elevator was working. But that's okay. You get the point of the video. You do some Tetris block moving. You load your Raft up. Call it a day. And you have some fun. Boom! Well, Raft is loaded. We're done. And now we go take it home. And then like I said, when we go back to do it home, we're going to do it a little bit different. So you still have to stay tuned to see how we finish up this video, because it is going to be a little bit different the way we do it when we get back to the base. So I will take you guys for the ride because the Raft is absolutely beautiful, and it's definitely worth just watching it fly away. It's the coolest. It's the meta ship. What did I say? Best combat ship? Raft. Okay? I got NDBs on this baby. I really do have NDBs on this. I mean, do I actually use this for combat? No, obviously not. But we do have NDBs on this baby, on the turret and for the pilot guns, guys. We are NDB'd up. Alright. Beautiful stuff. There's just rafts everywhere. My Tobii Eye Tracker is still currently turned off be aware of that. I do have my Tobii Eye Tracker off because of the loading situation. I also have it off because my game decided to freeze earlier, and it auto turns off your stuff, which is fine. Trying to find the best OM marker. I don't really want to go to OM1, but I guess we'll go to OM1. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to cut before we get to OM1 like that, so you see we didn't go straight to OM1. Same with here, we can't really see Seraphim. It's on the other side, I believe. So the best case scenario is to go to OM1 again of Crusader. I'm going to cut here. OM4 works, so we'll use OM4. Why do I not store the Raft on the Atlas, or the Atlas on the Raft? Because there's not enough space. Exactly what you said. You figured it out, sir. You're a champion. Doing a little bit of awkward jumping here, but you should always just be wary of the pirates. There's a lot of pirates out. I don't think there's any pirates in my current server, but you should still be aware of it. Then we get our nice little trip to Seraphim, and boom, we're there. See, a little hop, skip, and a jump. We'll fly in nice and easy. And nothing to it. After this, we're going to make a C2 video, so stay tuned for either later today or tomorrow's video will be a C2 video, and I'm going to showcase probably, maybe not the most efficient way, but definitely a way that people might be like, yeah, this is definitely better than waiting around and waiting for the mission and things like that. So we'll talk about that as we get there. Just stay tuned for that. All these cargo videos that your boy Astro Manny is making, man, it's been a hot minute since I've done cargo videos, but it's still fun. The Raft really is the coolest freaking ship ever, though. So when I do the C2 video, it'll be nice, but don't get me, don't mistake it, guys. I'm using the Raft the whole time on principle, because the Raft is just so much fun to use. Alright, so we're gonna park it like this. Actually, we can park it backwards. It really doesn't matter where you park it for your drop-off point, because, like I said, there's a little bit of a trick to doing it on your drop-off point. So, I need to claim my Atlas. Alright, so I need to claim my Atlas here. Claim it, and as soon as you claim it, it becomes available in your freight elevator, guys. If you didn't know that, as soon as you claim your LTS, it becomes available in your freight elevator. You don't have to wait for it to be unclaimed, or the timer, or anything like that. And this works for all the Atlases, the ICDs, all that kind of stuff. As soon as you claim it, it becomes available in your freight elevator. It's a small little tip for you. Okay. So then what are we doing now? Well, we're going to get our Atlas. And we're going to basically do the same thing we did before. But the fastest way of doing it is to detach all of this beforehand. And so how do you detach this? You do a nice double click. That sometimes it doesn't want to work for me. There we go. No. Double click. There we go. Double click. Nice little double click. And then you just let them fall. Let them fall. Cargo everywhere. Now, do you have to do this? Not necessarily, but it does make it a tad bit faster. And it's kind of cool. Like that was fun. That was oddly satisfying, right? That was oddly satisfying to just do that. And now we'll jump in our Atlas and play our little game of Tetris just like we did and have some fun loading up our cargo. There we go. I'm going to back it up a little bit, hold down the Z button, and just get to work here. And I'm going to build our towers. Getting the fourth one is always a little bit difficult. But just build our towers the way we want. Make sure you grab the box that is the one you want. And whoop. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. See, let's do a little bit more positioning. Sometimes your Atlas positioning has to be adjusted. You'll get used to it. The more you do this, the better you'll get it. To be honest, I haven't done it all that much, so I'm not the greatest at it, but you'll get it. And I'm fucking things up. Morning. We're recording at the moment. Hold on. God damn it, dude. See, this is why I don't like to do it too much, but you get better at it. Once you build the first row, it gets really easy. Whatever. We'll just come back to it. And Kalaris is probably over here screaming at us, but again, I haven't done this much because I'd much rather run cargo with my friends and take a little bit longer on the process and just have fun. But if you're trying to be super efficient, as you can see, you can put these things together quite quickly. See how we made the back row now? So it can be a little wonky, could be a little, there's a couple tricks here and there, but we'll actually leave that one like that, because why not? And once you get the hang of it, it just bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Building a base with cargo boxes. Yes, we can totally put that together. Do all kinds of fun things.
You guys have any workaround for those?
We're recording. Hang on. We're streaming and recording. Hold on. And then there you go. That is all the cargo. Beautiful stuff. Unloaded the raft. And just like that. And the more you do it, the faster you'll get too. Like I said, I've done that maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't have very much practice in it. If I was doing this like by the 10th time, I'd be like super speed, right? So the more you play Tetris, the better you get at Tetris, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all those wonderful things. I am going to go and work on making the C2 video that we talked about now. So hopefully you guys will stop by and check that. We still haven't got the Meteor video put together. I'm working on it because I kind of want to put some like actual effort into the meteor video. So it's going to come together and be real nice, hopefully. There's a lot of copium in our YouTube video, apparently. Astro said, thank you very much for that. Like, comment, subscribe. Come say hi on Twitch or YouTube when we're live streaming, because we're probably live streaming right now. That's all I got to say. Enjoy. Let me know down in the comments. Are you enjoying your cargo runs? Probably not. All right.